everyone. Today's video will be a little different than my usual ones. Today we'll be talking about the history of Metra F40ph. This video will probably be relatively short, but we'll be explaining the history on F40ph from Amtrak all the way to Metra to burnout. Well, without further ado, let's begin with the video. Our story starts when Amtrak wanted a new locomotive to replace the aging E and F units and their disgraceful FVP-40Fs, which were derailing and breaking down. These engines were notoriously unreliable. So EMD proposed a new engine. This would be the EMD F40ph. These locomotives were much more reliable and fuel efficient than their older engines. Therefore, Amtrak ordered a whole bunch. In December of 1977, Amtrak F40ph was delivered to the Amtrak locomotive shops and was put into service. This would be an F40ph-R, which was basically a rebuild of the old SDP-40Fs with a new F40ph engine and generator inside. They just had a little bit of a longer frame. This engine would be continued service all the way up until 2003, when the engine was retired due to all the other F40phs being also retired. It was sold to the Tennessee Railway Museum and would sit there up until 2009, when Metra bought this one along with 375. These two locomotives would be rebuilt into F40ph-3 locomotives and would be painted in the old-fashioned Metra scheme. Well, not necessarily old-fashioned, basically the blue and orange scheme, or red. This scheme, they would enter service in 2010 and would be numbered F40ph and F4016, F40ph being number F4015. These two locomotives would basically be running on the Milwaukee District lines mostly, and the North Central service. Up until about 2014, F4015 had no dedication, but then it was dedicated as an Operation Lifesaver. It even came to railroad days in Franklin Park a few times. This locomotive would continue service up until 2018, when something terrible happened. On December 3rd, 2018, during the evening hours of rush hour on the Milwaukee District North Line, Metra F40ph was pulling a rush hour passenger train full of passengers to Fox Lake. However, in Morton Grove, the train happened to be having mechanical issues. The train stopped when the HEP shut down, and then a fire broke out in the engine. Passengers were evacuated from the train and the firefighters came to put out the fire. They were successful, however the engine was severely damaged. Wait, whoa. An Operation Lifesaver catching on fire? What kind of disgraceful locomotive is this?
I know!
But either way, after this, the engine was sent to the Chicago Metra Yard and was put in storage and paired up with 611 and 614, the two F40C locomotives they have. The locomotive has an undetermined fate, most likely either the scrapyard unless a railroad museum saves it, but currently the locomotive is being used for parts as the engine was pretty much severely damaged, and due to the F59phi arriving a year later, Metra didn't see a need of repairing it, and dedicated F4013 as a new Operation Lifesaver. Well, that's it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video. If there's another Metra locomotive or locomotive you'd like me to make a video on, let me know in the comments below. I might consider doing a couple more of these Metra engines, as this is kind of a cool video. It's relatively short, but it explains the history as my brother Ben interrupts my recording.